People in an Atlanta neighborhood are not happy with parking lots that pop up for Falcons games. A new ordinance was meant to crack down on those game day lots, but they were still there last night. CBS Atlanta's Sonia Mogi spoke to a councilman tonight who helped create the ordinance. And Sonia, why wasn't this enforced more last night during the preseason game?
Well, it was enforced a little bit, Stephanie. 2 parking lot operators were cited. One of those is in a lot right behind me, but the lot on the other side of me was filled with cars, even though it's in this no parking area. And a city councilman tells me there were more lots that were probably exempt from this ordinance than council members may have realized.
Finding parking near the Georgia Dome, especially when the Falcons are playing, is like striking gold, especially if you're running one of the parking lots. But for neighbors in Castleberry Hill, having those parking lots nearby is a nightmare.
Those folks who come into the neighborhood tailgating leave behind their trash, their human waste.
City council members like Michael Bond are looking into ways to regulate parking in the area.
In the future, they're going to have an attendant on duty. They're going to have porta-johns. They're going to have cleanup.
But until those regulations are set in stone, the city council passed a parking moratorium in July. It was meant to put a halt to all parking lots in the Castleberry Hill neighborhood. Between Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, McDaniel Street, between Northside Drive, Whitehall Street, and Spring Street. The only listed exception was a lot at Friendship Baptist Church. But when we saw all of these lots in that area still running last night, we had to ask the councilman why.
We cannot say to a paved lot who's already been approved by the city or deprive that commercial business the use of its business.
Now neighbors are confused. What did that parking moratorium actually accomplish?
At the end of the day, we're still left with all of the issues.
This was targeted for the unimproved lots that get the temporary permits, because this is where the bulk of the problems seem to take place.
Now, those operators who were cited could face fines between $100 and $1,000. City leaders aren't quite sure how much that will be just yet. Now, the council will be listening to this new ordinance with some proposed regulations on August 19th. And sometime next week, some of the council members in this area are going to do a walkthrough with neighbors so that they can point out some problem spots. For now, I'm live in Atlanta. Sonia Mogi, CBS Atlanta News.
New tonight.